Welcome to the channel and welcome to today's video where we have a cabaret from a Danish group and this is what they're called.
Ørkenens Sønner.
In English that is Sons of the Desert. Now they mix cabaret usual styles but also with musical as well. And this one is the sailor sketch. It has got Lord Nelson. We know Lord Nelson, or I do, died at the Battle of Trafalgar, big statue of him in London, but also the Danish-Norwegian sailor.
Tordenskjold.
Yeah, in English that translates to Thunder Shield, so that's quite a cool name. He had some dealings with the Swedes as well. So I'm not necessarily into the historical side of this today. I want to know what makes it funny. What is the style that they're doing? Because cabarets normally, from what I've been watching, are telling a story. Don't necessarily have music involved in these types of cabarets, so it's going to be interesting, and if you do enjoy, like, subscribe, and this has been recommended by so many people. Well, it starts chaotic. That would have got the audience. Is that the most chaotic start of a cabaret ever? I think it might be. And I love the way that he pretended to throw the water over and it was just like silvery tinsel. That would have got the audience going, a little bit of fun for them. But that is chaotic. Very chaotic.
Sømand, red dem selv! Husk at tage kvinderne først!
Hvad siger de, underløjtnant?
Husk at tage kvinder! Nej, undskyld, Nelson.
Hvad var det?
Hvad? Hvilket?
De tiltalte mig igen, uden at sige hele mit navn, som jeg har indskærpet dem.
Hele navnet?
Ja, hele mit engelske navn. Goddammit, sig navnet!
Omar. Nej, jeg mener, man skal da lige til at sige det.
Shut up! Eller jeg massakrerer deres unormalt lille krop. Vil det sige, at de på denne dag, den 2. april 1801, hvor vi, den engelske flåde, lige har vundet slaget på Reden, hvor vi nedkæmpede den danske defensionslinje for at tvinge Østersøstaterne til at opgive det væbnede neutralitetsforbund vendt imod Storbritannien, hvis nogen skulle have glemt det, at de på denne dag ikke kan huske deres kontreadmirals fulde navn.
Undskyld, admiral Lord Horatio Nelson.
Det var bedre.
Jamen, de må da indrømme, det er mærkeligt, ikke?
Hvad?
Ja, de går rundt og ser sådan ud.
Hvad mener de?
Ja, der står der i alle historiebøger, at de i forskellige slag både har mistet den ene arm og det ene øje.
De kan da ikke regne med, hvad der står i historiebøgerne.
Hvad?
Ligesom de ikke kan regne med vejrudsigten efter Voldborg holdt op.
That's brilliant. So what I'm getting here is that, so obviously Lord Nelson apparently lost his arm and you'll see him with his sleeve folded up on the statues and things. This is almost, it's almost like they're acting, but then talking to each other outside of the act and saying, well, you actually, why, this is ridiculous. Why are you asking me to do this? Because actually you don't even look, Lord Nelson didn't even look like this. He lost his arm. So it's almost, it's not breaking the fourth wall there because it's not talking to the audience, but it's weird because they're kind of acting. And then inside the acting, they're having a little argument. That's fantastic because it's just so many different levels straight away.
Der står også, at din store søhelt.
Løgn igen. Jeg er slet ikke nogen stor søhelt. Jeg har været den største søhelt.
Efter Tordenskjold.
Hvem udtalte navnet på den halvnorske fyldebøtte af en bramdrager?
Tordenskjold?
Mig kan de ikke skræmme. Han har været død i 80 år.
Har han det? Tordenskjold?
Hold så op for fanden. Jeg bliver skide utryg af det der, ikke? Vi er jo på samme hold.
Gud, det vidste jeg slet ikke. Nu skal jeg pakke op.
Hold op med det der!
Oh my God. Too far, too far.
For længe har vi heller ikke været på søen. Hvis Tordenskjold stod lige her, så ville jeg naturligvis besejre ham på stedet. Men det gør han jo af gode grunde ikke. Nej, for jeg står lige her.
He must be back from the dead.
Ja.
He looks like Captain Hook.
Er der nogen, der har noget ild?
Does anyone have a light? The most popular brand of matches in Denmark is called Tordensk. So it's basically his name. Nice little separate joke.
Tordenskjold! Hvad i alverden laver de her? De har været død i 80 år.
Nå, så kan jeg bedre forstå, at jeg havde så svært ved at komme op i morges.
Venner, viceadmiral Tordenskjold.
Ja, hvad er det?
Alt vel ombord.
Nå, er besætningen på stikkerne?
Ja, men der mangler 2.
Nå, dem stryger vi.
That's a lot of references to the matches.
Kom tilbage. Altså, det forekommer mig, at jeg har set den matros før.
Ja, det er også en af Tordenskjolds soldater.
Meget morsomt. Men kridtpiben får nok en anden lyd, når de hører, at den admiral, der står her foran dem, hedder Nielsen.
Hedder de Nielsen?
Ja.
Dem har jeg hørt om.
Har det det?
Ja, der er skrevet en lille sang om dem.
Er der virkelig?
Kunne de godt tænke dem at høre den?
Ja, syng frem.
Har de set herr Nielsen, den lille venner?
Can I just say, I remember Pippi Longstocking when I was a child. This is the first time I've heard a reference to Pippi Longstocking since I was a child. And I'm 35 now. That is incredible. Like, I can't remember anything about Pippi Longstocking except she had long socks. Wow, that's taken me back a little bit. It's obviously derogatory towards Nelson.
Kunne de ikke lide den?
Altså, hør nu lige her. Ingen får lov til at fornærme Lord Nielsen.
Er det virkelig Nielsen?
Ja.
Er de så en halv Nielsen?
Han hedder faktisk også Horatio.
Hip, hip.
Horatio!
Hip, hip.
Tordenskjold, de er arresteret, og klokken er 2 glas.
Nå, hvem skal ikke have noget?
Det er ikke den slags glas, jeg taler om. Og i øvrigt, så er jeg den eneste her ombord, der har tilladelse til at drikke.
Hov, lille de. Nu skal de ikke være så kålhøen. Det er jo ikke pænt at tage det hele selv, vel? Husk, Nelson, Mandela.
Hvad i alverden var det?
Nå, det var vel bare deres hundelort.
Sådan.
Is it basically like dad joke after dad joke after dad joke? Like, not funny jokes, but are sort of funny because they're not funny. That is what I think is happening here.
Kan I ikke tale til en admiral?
Hov, lille de. De skal huske på, jeg er skam selv admiral.
Ha! Viceadmiral.
Admiral.
Viceadmiral. Vice.
Song of the Admiral. Okay. And he's bossy. This is weird. It's weird because in a funny way, in a good way, in a sense, as I said, there's so many layers to this. Obviously, you've got the minor historical references going on. You've got the links to modern day, talking about, for example, the matchsticks and whatnot with the same name. Then you've got them talking to each other as if they're not acting anymore. And then you've got him coming on completely separate to the other guys. You think, there's so many layers to this. It's insane. And I get it. There's certain things, like I'm English, and I am not a historian on Admiral Nelson, Lord Nelson. So there's things that I'm not getting. I get that. And I'm sure there's stuff that Danish people wouldn't really get about, what's his face? Your guy. It's hard to pronounce. So I don't know how this hits, because I'm in no doubt in the audience here, not everyone is fully familiar with all of the jokes, because it's quite niche. So I think there probably are people in the audience as well that are on the same level as me here. Oh. Stop. This is just strange. Look at the dancing.
Ja. Det er jo glimrende bevægelse. Glimrende. Hvis man er jord- og betonarbejder. Men på en scene hører de overhovedet ikke hjemme. Men der er det jo dem her, de drejer sig om. Kan I se? Hvad? Nej, hør engang. Jeg ringer. Jeg ringer på fredag.
Okay, the Danes will obviously get that one. What? Oh God! Oh! He's gonna moan at him.
Ja. Tak. Fantastisk. Ikke så skilleret endda. Ja, de er helt beskid. Med disse maritime bevægelser ser man jo tydeligt, at de tilhører søens folk. Damhussøens folk, Gud bedre det.
Ja, de skulle synge her, ikke?
Hvem piper i baggrunden, hva'?
Det er fordi, de mangler et vers.
Hvad var det dem? Det er bare fordi, jeg skal synge, hva'?
Do you know what? This is so much more like an English cabaret or British cabaret, UK cabaret in years gone by, in like, I don't know, the 70s and 80s, 60s or whatever. Because I've always found it weird because we don't have what I see as cabarets anymore. When I watch the Polish cabarets or even Circus Revue, the Danish cabarets, there's not singing. It's basically it's acting and telling a funny story. Whereas this is very much like cabaret used to be in the UK many, many years ago. It's about singing. It's about performing. It's not necessarily that story. And because this hasn't necessarily told a story, has it? There's a lot of jokes in there, but very much more like English cabaret, which is not like Polish cabaret or normal other Danish cabaret, Circus Revue and things. So that's really, really interesting to see.
Jeg synger, jeg danser, jeg. Skal I også se mig skide? Hva? Nå, det er sandelig, jeg ikke råd til. Nu synger jeg i sidste vers. Tak.
Oh, Nelson's having a little giggle. This is filth, though, isn't it? Well, there you have it. There you have it. Dum, 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 dum. Well, as I said, a lot more similar to very old school English cabaret that we used to have years ago. Probably before my time, but you still see it on TV. The sort of now I've lost. How have I now lost double acts that used to do it? Cannonball. There you go. They're still slightly in my time, just. But yeah, these double acts that do these sort of shows where they tell jokes, they then do little performances. That's so much more like English, and a lot less like Polish and like Circus Review, as I said. I still believe that because it's quite a niche subject, right? Nelson and then the Norwegian Danish admiral. Not everyone knows about it, so that's not necessarily going to hit the joke that much. It will obviously on the matchsticks, but yeah, it's weird because there's a lot of that I don't quite understand, but it also brings back these kind of memories of watching these funny sketches, these funny cabarets from the UK, normally with double acts. I need to look at some old school cabaret double acts now. Hang on. Old English cabaret double acts. We're like multitasking now. Okay. So things like Morecambe and Wise. Oh, how did I not think of that? Yeah, Morecambe and Wise, French and Saunders, Abbott and Costello, obviously, Laurel and Hardy. It seems similar to that format of cabaret. It's not just acting. Funnily, it's performance. It's telling stories, but also singing and joking. That's very much more what it was, and that's fascinating to watch. A lot of people recommended. Now, some of that did go over my head because I don't know the references all the time, but it wasn't about that. It was about seeing what that style of cabaret was like compared to the others of what I've watched, and that bring back weird memories of things that I saw as a child before. Amazing. A good recommendation. I'll take that, even if some of it did go over my head. Thank you so much for recommending. That's very good of you. And as always, please do like and subscribe because that's the free way to support me. If you want to support the channel, you can become a channel member. Go to asweare.space to check out our merchandise. Go to Charlie and Rob on YouTube to check out all our vlogs. And as I said, we will be coming to Denmark start of the new 2026 when we've got a chance. We've got a baby on the way, but the baby will come with us. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to what's coming up. So thank you so much. I will catch you next time.